I even had him grounded for an entire month once, but he would just not talk to me about it.
Do you believe me now, Keone?
I don't suppose Lionel let himself be beaten to near death by Sunyata on purpose, just to fool me. So, yeah, that gives him some credibility. But I still don't understand how Laurie got out of her cage, and why Nakisisa went to see his girlfriend right then.
Mika, the piece of paper.
Oh yes, of course. Oh, give me that. Yes. Laurie has left us a message. Here, thinks I'm shaman. Takes me somewhere else. Hansel and Gretel. That's the proof. Laurie didn't kidnap him. He took Laurie with him.
How do I know you're not making this up?
There's also a drawing. Look at this.
This shaman's pendant.
What does it mean?
There's an old story about how the shamans used to bring peace to the tribes by meeting with the lords of the sky. I told this story to Nakisisa many times when he was little. He loved his old tale, and it was his dream to discover the old ways of the shamans one day.
Nakisisa fell in love with the enemy. No wonder he's desperate for peace between the tribes.
And because of that, we might now face a new war. Oh, the naive little boy.
Keone, we can still end this war before it has even begun. All we have to do is prove Pinks and Gata wrong. But in order to do that, we must find Nakisisa and Bali. And in order to do that, we have to follow Laurie's tracks. Keone, we are all in the same boat. Why can't we be friends?
Yes, you're right. I was wrong about you. I'm very sorry.
I'm stuck in the water right now.
Oh, Lionel, don't give up. Everything will be fine, I promise.
There is one more thing. I found this piece of paper at the place from which Mbali and Nakisisa set off.
Oh, another piece torn out of Laurie's notebook. Hansel and Gretel. She's leaving a trail for us. Excellent. That's how we will be able to find them.
I would love to come with you in person, but I need to stay here and prepare our defense. So I'm going to appoint the best warrior to you. Kanga is a little bit weird at times, but she's strong, dependable, and an excellent guide. Someone you can trust with your life.
Thank you, Keone. I promise we will find your son. But you must take good care of Lionel.
We will. Kanga? Kanga! Honestly, it's not what it looks like. She's really good. Believe me. Mika? Mika!
Okay, Laurie, I'm an engineer and I owe you one. So tell me, what needs to be fixed?
Well, it may sound strange, but because of me, the war between the lions and the hyenas might break out again.
Wow, you don't do things halfway, do you? My underground connections have told me that the lions are indeed preparing an attack against the hyenas. Thank God we are not anywhere near the lines of fire, because when lions and hyenas start to fight, things tend to get messy. Last time the Lords of the Sky took care of it, but sadly, we haven't seen them in a long time.
The Lords of the Sky? You know about them?
Everyone here knows about them. I even saw them with my own eyes when I was a little kid.
You mean they really exist? How do they look like?
They're magnificent creatures, like giant birds of prey. Their feathers are black as coal, but at the same time, glowing red like embers. When they come flying down from Mount Ogwambi, their wings cover the entire sky, and their voice is so loud and deep that it shakes the ground. They say the Lords of the Sky are the essence of the souls of our ancestors, and that they always tell the truth.
Has anyone ever gone up the mountain to see where they come from?
No. Merkats don't climb mountains, and especially not Mount Ogwambi. That's That thing is like a big chunk of Swiss cheese, all cracks and holes, and totally unstable. Some foolish fellow tried to start a colony up there a long time ago, but he found out most of the caves were already claimed by bears, lizards, bats, and believe it or not, even lions and hyenas. Back in the days, they would often come, hide in one of the caves for a day, scratching the rocks with little sticks, and leave again. Crazy people. No wonder the lords won't talk to them anymore.
That cave, does anyone still know where it is?
I don't think so.
Darn, but thank you. I think you've already helped me a lot. I need to catch up with Naki Caesar and Ogwambi before it gets dark again and tell them that they're looking for the right thing, but in the wrong place.
Have a good trip then, and may you find what you're looking for. I have one last question though.
Yes? What is it?
What's a laser? And do you think it would look good on my forehead?
Naki Caesar? Naki Caesar! Hey, come to your senses. How do you think you're going to find a place that has been lost for generations without any idea where the heck you're going?
I know perfectly where I'm going. I'm following the directions on Jojo's amulet. I can't believe the answer to the shaman secret has been hanging around my neck all those years.
But even if you're right, it's still crazy to go all alone. You should go home and get help.
If you want to go the way of the coward, feel free. True warriors can take care of themselves.
Ouch, that hurt. I'm not a coward.
Then prove it. You can go home, tell everyone your story, and get spanked by your dad because he's not going to believe you. Or you can join me and finally achieve something in your life that matters. It takes courage to become a hero.
So that's what it's about, becoming a hero. And I thought you were doing this for us.
I give up. It's pointless. If you want to leave, then leave. I'm not holding you back.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm trying to get to the other side.
By pushing over your tree? Forget it. If it was that Lewis would have already fallen years ago.
Take this, you stupid tree.
Stop it! You're just going to hurt yourself!
There, it's moving.
Naki! Naki! Don't move!
Help me! Mommy, help me!
Don't move, Naki! Please!
I'm not moving. The tree's moving. My legs are caught and it hurts. Oh God, it hurts.
I said don't move!
Stop talking. Get this thing off me.
Naki, there's no way I can get this thing off you! It's way too heavy! And even if I could, I would slip and pull you over the cliff!
And what do you suggest we do instead?
I suggest that you shut your mouth and cool down just for once, goddammit!
Bonnie, I'm not making this up. I'm bleeding and it hurts like hell.
I know. You better pray to Mother Earth that there's some member of your sentient species around who's neither afraid of lions or hyenas, or you might spend a very uncomfortable night here.
You're not going to call for help, are you?
Oh, yes.
This is so humiliating.
Help! Help! Can anybody hear me? Help! Help! Oh my God. Oh, Lori, it's you. Why are you here? I told you not to come, but you and again. I'm so happy to see you.
That's unbelievable. How the hell did you pull this off?
Lori, out of all creatures, you're the last one I would have expected to show up here.
Wow. You really wedged in there for good. Molly, we need to get him out of there quickly. One of the branch stumps is sticking right through his leg and he lost quite a bit of blood. Molly, put all your weight on the lower part of the tree and keep it from sliding. got to know who this thing.
No! Not my leg! No!
I'm talking about the branch, silly. It's old and brittle. Hold on to the tree trunk so you won't fall off.
Whatever you do, please be careful.
Thank you, Lori. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm so sorry, Bobby. I said a lot of things I shouldn't have said. And I did a lot of things I shouldn't have done. You're right. I do want to impress my mom, but that's not all. The real reason why I'm here is because I love you. Please believe me.
Of course I believe you. Do you remember when I said with you I'll go everywhere? That was a promise, and I'm going to keep it. From now on, I'm glad you're still alive. And your leg doesn't look good. We need to stop bleeding. Hold still.
I hate to say it, but I've got bad news and good news.
Really? Well, then give me the bad news first.
Sunyata's using your disappearance to justify an assault against a hyena trunk.
What? You bastard. Bali, you need to go home and stop them.
I believe you're here to die? No way. Let's hear the new good news first.
The good news is I've met someone who's seen the lords of the sky with his own eyes. And he told me about the secret cave where lions and hyenas used to meet long ago.
A cave? You mean the shamans used to summon the lords on the cave? Are you sure?
Laurie, if you're right, there might be more truth in those old stories than we thought. There's no chance we can make it home with Nakisisa on our backs, but we might be able to make it to one of the caves, if only we knew which one it is.
Then let's stop guessing and start doing science. Bali, when you and Nakisisa first told each other the story of the Lords of the Sky, were there any differences between the lion and the hyena versions?
Oh yes, lots of them. It took us days to figure out how the story really goes.
And how far did your versions of the story agree on where the shamans went to meet the Lords of the Sky?
Well, my mother told me the shamans literally walked up the mountain, meeting them there at the top. And that's pretty much it.
Our version of the story is a lot more sketchy about the shaman's journey. It's thought to be more of a spiritual voyage. There's a little side story to it. One day, a curious little boy dared to follow the shamans on the way from the old riverbed at the foot of the mountain. He was determined to find out where they were going, but suddenly, the wind blew a grain of grass into his eye, forcing him to blink. And when he opened his eyes again, the shamans had disappeared without a trace.
Excellent.
But the stories totally disagree about the shaman's destination. How can that be excellent?
Because they don't disagree. They're just different pieces of the same puzzle. The hyenas tell us that they used to meet the Lords of the Sky at Mount Ogwambi. The lions tell us that the shamans disappeared in the dry riverbed that leads up to Mount Ogwambi. The meerkats saw the shamans in a cave inside Mount Ogwambi. So, what's the obvious conclusion?
That we'll find the shaman's secret cave at the source of the river that once carved it. And there's only one riverbed that leads to Mount Ogwambi. That's brilliant, Laurie!
And what do you think, Nakisisa?
You came back to save my life, Laurie. So I'll trust you. Friends?
Friends.
Aww.